Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter. Joining us in the studio is Shirley Ray. She is the director of the Dubois County Museum, and they have an event coming up May 20th, a STEM event for kids, and it's your third Thursday,
yes,
which you do every month and something
yes,
special every month. But this month, which is May 20th, you're going to have a special event. Let's talk about that at the, first of all, what is the third Thursday? That's the free night, yeah.
Yeah, so once a month we do a free night for the community, so there's no admission, free of charge, and it's special hours, so it's 5:30 to 8 p.m., which we hopefully can hit the crowd of people who have to work, things like that. And we encourage children and families and all that sort of stuff because it's a free night. And what we do is a special event or program or exhibit. So this one is an exhibit with a little programming with it as well. So the exhibit is about technology, so science, technology, engineering, math, STEM, you know, basic concept. And we're doing simple machines. So we're going to do some identifying simple machines on exhibit. So if you take a piece of agricultural equipment, you can look at it and see the 6 simple machines in that piece of equipment. So like screws, levers, wedges, inclined planes, wheel and axle.
Come on, there's one more.
I knew I would miss the 6th one. It's a quiz for your audience.
Well, you'll have to find out more by showing up on the third Thursday. Okay.
Yes.
Is this just for kids?
Oh no, it's
STEM,
for
whenever
it's
we
for
think
everyone.
of STEM, we think of kids. Okay, but it's not. It's just for
everyone.
everyone?
It's not. There are worksheets and it involves math, so I would encourage adults to come on in and assist. And it's, you know, it's self-guided. We have a scavenger hunt too, so you can complete the scavenger hunt by going through all the exhibits and identifying the simple machines. And then there's a little workshop component where we're going to have stations set up, distanced stations set up, where individuals can build inclined planes or lever devices and things like that. So we have a building kits, so you can build your own.
Do you need to pre-register for this?
No,
this is like
all
your
open
really,
house.
It's almost like
an open house.
Really, almost every third Thursday is an open house. Okay, this time it's just a STEM.
Yes,
and I do want to point out, normally the museum is not open in the evening.
Correct.
So that's why thus the third Thursday is special.
Yes, 10 to 2 is typically when we're open, except for Saturdays and Sundays, and 10 to 2 is a tough time for many people to get away from their lives to come in. So we're experimenting with this once a month in the evenings. It's going pretty well. Topically, the topic is different every month. So this will be the first kind of kids-related as we enter into the summer months.
It's a great event, though, for families to show up.
Yes.
If you have some younger kids, the mom and dad to show up as well and take their kids and be part of the museum and do some math with them.
Yes, fun math.
That may be good, maybe not. Who knows?
I know.
Okay.
I'm going to have to brush up on my own math skills before next week.
So they'll go through the museum and look at like the which you have a stupendous display of ag equipment and implements for people to look at, and then they'll find the machines that you mentioned. The 5 that you mentioned with the one special one we still have to learn.
Yes, the secret one.
The secret one. And that, no pre-registration, just show up, and no cost.
Right, it's free.
Okay, so even doing the little model kits, there's no charge or anything. It's all part of it.
Yep. We receive grant funds for hands-on activities, so this is part of those funds.
Okay.
Yeah.
The museum always does a lot of programs, but COVID has messed things up.
Yes,
What's the word now on programs, sir?
We are watching it. As you know, it changes every day, it seems, and we have plans in the works, but we haven't confirmed any dates because we're watching the circumstances of the percentages. And we're a public entity. We get visitors from all over the United States, so we have to be aware of that, where people are coming from, in addition to protecting our community and its mandates. So we're not doing specific programming yet, but we certainly are ready when it's, you know, safe to do so.
Because programming more or less gets a real large group of people together in a small room doing things.
Indeed, yes.
So that's what programs are about. However, the museum, you're still open just like normal, and this third Thursday is still like normal because that museum is huge. It's easy to spread out.
50,000 square feet. We are getting tours in for the first time in a year. So we've had small groups in, and it's very easy to distance them, and they, of course, wear masks when they're in the museum and things like that. So it's getting, you know, more available, but we're not fully programming yet.
People can go to the museum as many times as they want, but there is a slight admission.
Yes,
However,
there
you
is.
can save on that admission
Yes,
if
you
you're
can.
a member.
Memberships, yes, are really the way to go if you're going to come more than once a year, really. So there's different levels: family, couple, individual. It starts at $25 initially, and then it goes up from there. So that is a good opportunity. And with the membership, you get the newsletter, you get discounts on program fees once we do programs. So there'll be events where members are discounted or free, and non-members will pay a small fee. So it's a real opportunity. And now's the time we sort of try to encourage people to join as members before we get into the summer and the winter months when programming is going to be back in place too. So you'll save money.
Does membership go January to December, or does it go
No,
from when I become a member until?
It used to, but we
Okay.
changed it. So
Good.
it's from the month you join to the following, one full year from whenever you join. So you can join any time and get one full year from the date of joining.
So if I'm not a member and I go in today and I want to tour the museum, I can buy a membership, and
Right.
then I don't pay my admission because I paid for my membership.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then you can come back as many times as you want. So you get free admission for that full year for you and your whatever level you bought.
Now, you mentioned technology is kind of what this Thursday, May 20th, is about. Is there a special display for that, or is that just?
Yes. We are using that idea of simple machines, and we were pulling some objects that are in collection storage and putting them on display for at least a month. So once we put in a new exhibit, it's up for usually a month. So we will be calling attention to those special, it's mostly office equipment, adding machines. We have a stenographer machine, like a court stenographer thing, which is really cool if you've never seen one. So those will be on display as a unique opportunity. And then we have videos explaining some of the agricultural equipment, because one of our longtime volunteers has been doing videos for us, Arnie Maringer. So he explains how they work and how it worked when he was a child and that sort of thing. So there's also that audio-video component available.
Another reason to buy a membership, because is that every month some of the displays will change, and there may be things
yes.
that you won't normally see throughout the year.
This year, every month, we're putting in new exhibits. So it's been a lot, and there's a lot to see. The Baby, Oh Baby exhibit's still up. The Rustic exhibit, hugely popular, is still up. So a couple more months on those, and they'll be available. So we launched them on the free night, and then they're up for a number of weeks, depending on what the exhibit is.
Okay.
So if you haven't seen the Rustic exhibit, it's pretty amazing, and it will be packed away. The summer art show is going to be the moment of transition. So in July, when we do the art show, we'll have to pack away some of those temporary exhibits that we put up.
Do you
So
have
it's changing a lot.
Do you have your whole year planned out, or
We
are you still
do,
going? What are we going to do in
We
December?
have the third Thursdays planned
Okay.
because the exhibit always changes. So June is going to be trains, July is the art show, August is going to be natural resources, and then we get into the fall, and that'll be like our Spooky Streets event and things like that. So the themes are all designated already, yeah. And then we're adding programs when we can.
Okay.
So we already have the theme, we already have the special exhibit, and then we have traditional programs we'd like to do again.
And the train, which is June, you said.
Yes.
The train.
Yes.
Is the train room open?
It is open, and they
Okay.
are working on it diligently, the train club, and they, by that third Thursday in June, they are going to have it running smoothly, and they're working on that now. They're trying to put in a motion, which is neat. So you walk in, and the motion sensor catches you, and the trains start running.
Okay.
That's what they're trying to do. Hopefully they'll fulfill
fingers
that
crossed.
promise I just made. And then they're going to bring down from storage a couple of the train sets that haven't been out. So we have multiple train sets, not just the train room. So that's the intention for June. You'll get to see different train layouts you haven't ever seen in addition to the train room. The changes, they've been improving the layout of the train, putting in new buildings and people and structures. And so it's been an interesting process.
Are you needing volunteers to help with
Goodness,
these sort of
do we
things?
ever? We
Okay.
need volunteers for every single thing. I mean, every department. We have an exhibits department, a collections department, we have buildings and grounds. We have volunteer electricians. Everyone but me are volunteers. So yeah, we have about 150 volunteers, and we could use probably another 150. We have lots of ideas and lots of projects.
And it can really be whatever your interest happens to be. That's where you can
definitely
volunteer.
behind the scenes, or tours at the front of the scenes. We have a museum store. If you have some time and you want to do something fun, yes, we take all volunteers.
So, and they should just simply show up at the museum or give you a call and
Give
say,
us a call.
I'd like to help in some way.
You can also send a note through Facebook, or you can go through our website and email any of the staff. I mean, I can direct anyone, so they can just email me. Yeah, or call. You can call.
Okay, now to kind of wrap up again, we want to talk about let's talk about what is Thursday, May 20th.
Yes.
That event.
That's the STEM activities. So it's science, technology, engineering, math, focusing on simple machines.
Okay, and that is going from 5:30 to 8?
Yes, 5:30 p.m. to 8.
Do you need to be there at 5:30, or what if you
No.
show up at 6:30? Is that
You're fine.
Okay.
It's an open house. Come and go.
Okay, very good.
Yep.
Well, Shirley, thank you very much
Thank
for coming
you.
in. Our guest has been Shirley Ray. She's the director of the Dubois County Museum. There is so much there to see. It's amazing. Thank you for being our guest. Thank you for watching 18 WJTS. We are local people watching local people.